Good morning, everybody. Rodney here. Hope everybody is doing well today. Of course, there's nobody in the chats, but that's okay. No, Philip Koshat is in the chat, and AZ Drone Dude. Now, Michael W. Blade is in the house. Thank you. Let me go ahead and bring in Philip. Morning, Philip.
I'm not getting any sound from you. Hold on a second. It's not. Hello?
Hello.
Got sound now. All right.
All right. You always have a problem with sound, don't you, brother?
I what? Huh?
So
good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Making it.
So, what did you think of that background picture there?
Like it.
That is Joe Fotolio's truck right at this moment. He sent me that picture just like 5 minutes ago from Kansas City.
I was about to say he's got to be. It's not where he lives.
Nope. Let's see. We got Michael Blade in the house. We got Lance Cadena, Johnny Drone Flyer. Good morning, everybody. And let me bring Dean in here. Dean, welcome back.
Morning. It's been a while.
It has.
Between computers breaking down and things like that, I haven't been doing a lot of things I've been wanting to do, but I finally bought me a really fast gaming computer. As you know, it's kind of like yours.
Yeah.
Only problem is there was no place for external disk drives, and so I bought me an external Orico thing that I can put 6 or 5 disk drives in. So I took all the disk drives out of my old computer, put them in there, and it plugs in USB. And
cool.
So I could still get to them from my computer. Pretty cool. It works well.
And you said there's no way to add an internal hard drive?
Not on this one, unfortunately.
Wow, that's strange.
Yeah. But anyway, it works really well with this. I've got 5 disk drives in here. 3 of them are 6 terabyte and 2 of them are 10 terabyte. And wow. I can access all of them with one USB plug-in into my main computer.
Why? You sure you're going to have enough storage?
It's got a 2 terabyte SSD inside, but you know that's enough for the operating system, but not much else. So
yeah, I mean, you said you had what, 3 6 terabytes and 2 10s?
Yeah, well, in this external thing, I took all those out of my old computer that my home built when they were put inside.
Okay, but
and so I've got a lot of stuff. In fact, the picture I'm using for a background here is running off of one of those disk drives.
Oh, cool!
And I can change out the pictures anytime I want to just by clicking on it.
Well, kid, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Work's finally slowing down now, so I'm getting to get some stuff done around the house and enjoy myself.
All right, good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal. All right, let's see. We got Flying Flynn Media. John, good morning. Joe.
Happy birthday, Joe.
Happy birthday, Joe.
Hope you enjoyed the game. It was a crazy ending.
I didn't watch the game, but I did see some pictures he posted on Facebook, and boy, him and his daughter both looked thrilled to death.
They did. What a special day.
I bet it was. Anytime you can spend a day with your kids, it's a special day.
Everybody get some turkey in them.
Oh yeah.
Turkey, ham.
Yeah.
Dressing, mashed taters.
Oh yeah.
Just when I thought I was in control of all this weight.
Yeah, I made the mistake of weighing myself yesterday. Wished I hadn't done that.
It's like,
My oldest daughter's husband is a home designer, and they built a brand new home and just finished it. And so we all went up there for Thanksgiving. Had a really good time.
Good. Sounds like you had a lot of fun.
Yep. It was
Oh, Ty, I am so
2.5 hour drive up there and back, but still, that was
Where
fun.
do they live at?
They live between Burnett and Lampasas,
Uh,
kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I had to turn on GPS my truck to find it. all those roads are not marked even.
what
But
one of those if you blink you'll miss it kind of towns.
yeah. Thank goodness for the GPS, because it would warn me ahead of time. First, when I came up off the main road, there was no light. There was nothing there. It did have a left turn lane, but that was it.
Wow. Hey, B-Rad, good morning and welcome to the chat, brother.
hey, Rodney, don't click on it yet. It's not through downloading, but for some strange reason, we went to Troy on Thanksgiving to visit my stepson's wife's parents. That's tough. And eat dinner, eat Thanksgiving dinner with them and everything. And they lived in Troy, Alabama. And I said, well, I'm gonna get the drone out. We got to an Airbnb, and I said, I see a nice church over there. I see a water tower. I'm getting the drone out. I'm gonna go ahead and fly. Well, I started approaching it, and all these flock of birds came out of the water tower.
Oh no!
And they were like, they just around me, and then wherever I would go, they would go. And so it's the video. I don't know why it's jumping on. I need a new computer. Where can I get a new computer at?
Best Buy is where I got mine.
There you go.
And it's a really fast computer. It's Rodney Bell got one similar to it.
Well, I'm gonna have to do something. I guess after Christmas I'll do it.
Yeah.
After I pay for Christmas.
Yeah.
This laptop,
you're supposed to pay for Christmas?
Do I?
That's what I've been doing wrong all these years.
Yeah.
this laptop I'm on, I bought it back in 2017. It still runs great.
So what's the story behind your background photo there, Rodney?
That's photo Leo's poor truck.
Yeah, I'm gonna take all of us off the screen so everybody can see this picture. But even as we're doing this stream, this is what his truck is beginning to look like.
Poor truck.
So that's what his truck looks like right now. Probably has a little bit more snow on it at this point. But
looks like he's got the tires for it though.
Yeah, it does look like that. And he sent that to me about 15 minutes ago, just before I went live.
Really?
Yeah.
You say
Joe?
Joe?
Thank you.
Huh?
Joe's done a
You
lot
said
to that
Joe,
truck.
right?
It's really
Yeah,
good.
Joe Fodolio.
And happy birthday, Joe. So
Happy birthday, Joe.
he's not in Texas apparently.
No, he's in Kansas City.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was just going to say that he was going to Kansas City for the holidays or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good, buddy. Everybody, Philip, Dean, Ken, Dennis.
Hey, Mike.
So did everybody have a good Thanksgiving?
I did.
Yep.
Me too.
I smoked the turkey. It came out really good too. I was proud of myself.
You know, I heard turkey is bad for your lungs.
Why is that?
Not as bad as cigarettes, though.
Well, not as bad as cigarettes, but it gets your lungs greasy and stuff.
And I tried smoking one time, but I couldn't keep it lit.
It went right over my head.
It did. I'm sorry, kid.
I just now figured out that was a
Me-
joke.
Me and Ronnie's on the same page. You need to catch up a little
Oh,
bit.
man.
That's
Morning,
funny.
Mela.
Oh, shit.
Hey, hit refresh. Hit refresh. Oh man.
Brad says he's still up to his neck from Thursday's Thanksgiving meal. Yeah, so are we.
We don't do turkey. That's not my wife's not a big fan of turkey, but
Well,
we do a ham every year. So
My wife, she would the first few years together, all she'd cook is turkey, and I'd eat just a tiny little bit. She goes, "Don't you like turkey?" I said, "Yeah, I like turkey. I just like hey, Ken, Original Dobo. Good morning."
I like Ken too, but finish the story.
But anyway, I told her, I said, I'm just not a big fan of turkey. She said, I prefer ham. So she makes both now. She makes a turkey and then she makes ham. So
Cool.
My son-in-law bought some turkey legs somewhere at one of the HEB stores, and I swear those are the biggest turkey legs I've ever seen. They were nearly 4 inches in diameter across
Oh
the
my.
top. They were
Wow.
huge, and they were over a foot long, 14 inches long. But he bought
Yeah.
4 of those and smoked them on the grill. Man, they were
Those-
good.
Those must have been Texas turkeys.
Yeah.
happy Thanksgiving, Ken.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Yes.
And
And,
Ken, if I had known you had an affiliate link, I would have ordered the Power 1000 through your link. But I had already ordered it.
What deal did you get?
I didn't get the deal. I ordered it before it went on sale. I still didn't pay too much. Out the door, I paid $488 for it.
Mm.
But I tried to cancel the order. It had already shipped. And then when it got here, I tried to cancel. Well, I called and tried to get them to credit my money back for the sale. And they said they don't price match. And I said, okay, then I just want to return it and I'll just buy the new one on sale. And they said, no problem. You just have to pay for shipping. Well, the shipping was more than the savings. I'm like, never mind.
Yeah, I'm done.
They'll get you one way or another.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
That's why I do a lot of shopping on Amazon. I had a motherboard for my old computer that I had bought on Amazon, and it went for 3 weeks and then it died, and I sent it back to them. They gave me my money back.
Yeah, Amazon's usually pretty good.
Amazon is very good.
They are really good
Most
at it.
products.
No worries, Brad.
Oh, Brad, you're going to CES? Cool.
Yeah, he got special permission.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
That is cool.
Not everybody gets to go to CES.
No.
I don't get to go to CES.
I don't get to go either. I'd love to go to CES. What makes him so special, I wonder?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's Brad,
Yeah.
He's Brad. It's
Yeah.
the Brad part of his
Because
name.
he's super nice. That's why.
Well, Brad is super nice and he is special.
They
He's
heard about his photo bombs.
Oh, that's
Well,
something.
I think
B-Rod
everybody
should-
knows about Brad's photo bombs.
He should be doing that on every single person down there, Photo them all, see how many you can get.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Hot Rod in Daytona, good morning.
Morning, Rod.
Go Navy.
More Ronnie.
I think
Somebody's got a whistle going on or a beep.
Somebody's got to be. I
it
thought
might.
Me, I'll mute me, see if it's me. So.
No, I'm pretty sure it's probably. I got one of my 3D printers is going in the background.
That's probably what it is then, yeah.
Did it go away when I muted my mic?
I don't know.
I don't hear it now.
I'm going to mute my mic, so let me know.
Yep.
Yeah, it went away.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it was mid beep. It went away when you muted.
Rodney, just keep the microphone muted and do hand signs, okay?
That's funny, Philip. Yesterday or day before yesterday, I saw these two cars parked next to each other in the highway or on the road. I mean, at a light, and I thought they were flipping each other out. They were signing back and forth from the car. Didn't have the window. They had the windows up.
Look out! You're going the wrong way.
Road rage sign language.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be.
You
Have
hit
Joe
me.
welcome to the chat.
That sounds like a new video needs to be made.
I wonder if they'll have subtitles at the bottom of it.
That's funny.
I apologize about that noise, guys. I didn't think it'd be that loud, but I just
No, I just was making sure it wasn't somebody's mic that was messing up or something like that. Now that we know what it is,
well,
it's all good.
I should have known better.
I want to make sure it wasn't a new.
It's an 8-hour print, so I thought I'd get started earlier, and I didn't think it would be that loud, but it's definitely louder than
I thought for a minute it was a new ringing in my ears. I mean, well, this is different.
Yeah, I got that. That's for sure.
Compared to what I have.
What are you printing, Rodney?
A stand for these two handheld mic holders.
Oh,
Actually, I made four of them. So I'm sending one set to Alex Escardo, and then I'm keeping one for myself for the DJI wireless mics.
That's for the DJI wireless mic?
Yeah.
it's a little tall.
This big?
Yeah, it's so you can hold it like a mic, Dennis.
Gotcha. Okay.
I understand where you're coming from. I mean, that's a little tall for a holder, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm actually looking to see if I can find one that's skinnier.
You know, I think I could design
that's
that a little bit
perfect.
smaller than that one.
Hey, Rodney, that's perfect. That looks good.
Thanks. Yeah, I forget who printed it, but I got it off printables.com.
It's nice. I had to make fun of it, that's all.
That's fine. I make fun of some of your prints too.
Yeah, but not out loud.
Well, yeah, I don't voice it as much as you do. I have, and I printed this too.
Whoa, that's nice.
And then
Hey, Joe's got a question.
Yeah, Joe's got a problem and a question.
I don't know how to answer that one.
Me neither.
all right, hang on a minute.
I would say drop it again on the other side.
Yeah, right.
Drop the 5 terabyte hard drive. Fire up. It's clicking. Where do I go, or what do I?
Oh.
It's
Turn it
actually
off
a hard drive,
immediately.
not an SSD, I presume, right?
Do what?
It's actually a hard drive and not an SSD, I presume.
Right.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then
Turn it off and bring it somewhere and see if they can recover the information.
yeah, there are several data recovery services, but if you've scratched that, there's going to be some data lost, guaranteed.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah, if it's just the mechanism and not the disk, they can pull the disk out and put it in another drive and recover everything. But if it's the disk that's scratched, they can't.
Right.
Yeah, when I bought my
Maybe it's some of it.
external, it came with a backup thing that you paid for, that if something happens to it, you send it to them and they'll try to get all the information off of whatever it is and send it back to you.
I love this little guy right here.
Yeah. I have one of those too.
Love these things. They're on sale right now on Amazon.
Yeah, I have a Samsung T7.
I have T5s, T7s, and T9s. Those are
This little thing right here is a 5 terabyte hard drive, little bitty thing.
Wow.
I have a Seagate 2 terabyte that I have. That's where I put everything on. I don't put anything on the computer itself. It's all goes on the the external hard drive.
The only thing I put on this one is I have a really nice dash camera in my truck, and I get some crazy drivers when I go into San Antonio, and so I use that, and I'll pull out the little sections where I've got some crazy drivers, and I have a thing on my YouTube channel, Bad Drivers of San Antonio, and I'll put 2 of those on each one. And boy, I get a lot of comments, even from overseas. They said they drive like that over here too.
Well, I tell you what, if you've ever driven over there, when I was stationed in Japan, I was so proud of myself. I got a civilian license so I could drive out in the off the base. Right, I could already drive on base. And the first week I was out there, I was almost in like 6 or 7 accidents because I just didn't drive. I didn't drive like they did. Once I realized if you drive like the Japanese civilians did, you were fine. So
years ago, when I'd go to Los Angeles, those drivers were really crazy there, but they got nothing on San Antonio now. I try not to go into town anymore than I have to. I live like 25 miles west of San Antonio, out in the country.
Yeah, we went to Galveston and drove through Houston. I learned how to drive like Houston drive real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, you might be able to take it to a Best Buy. Maybe they might be able to do it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Not pretty sure.
It's possible. They do some stuff like that at some of them, but not at all of them.
Yeah, not all of them do it, but it doesn't hurt to check, especially if you need it,
Joe, I just put a local shop in Kansas City for you that does data recovery.
I was looking for the same thing.
Oh, Bayla, you're silly. She does too. Because we both work at the base, and every now and then we'll get off at the same time, and I'll end up behind her. And when she sees me behind her, she'll pull over and get out of my way.
That's awful nice of her.
Yeah. you don't have to turn your red and blues on either.
Well,
is that because she's nice or because of self-preservation?
Probably.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to tell you a story real quick. And my grandfather used to drive 25 miles per hour no matter what. It did not matter what the speed limit was. He drove 25 miles per hour. So what would take me 15 minutes to get from Catoosa, Oklahoma to Claremore, Oklahoma, would take him about 45 minutes because he just drove so slow. Well, Mayla, well, she drives faster than 25 miles per hour. It's not much. No, in all honesty, she does not go over the speed limit at all. And everybody else here in Virginia at least goes 5 miles over the speed limit.
I admire that, actually.
What, driving the speed limit?
Yeah, I mean, that kind of control, self-control. I don't have it.
Yeah, I don't either. I live by the philosophy that if you're doing 9 over, you're fine. If you're doing 10, you're mine.
Yeah, we're
here in Texas, you have to slow down and pull over if you're going less than 15 over.
You get out here. You
on,
get
the-
out here.
on that
Out
trip.
here on 95, and back when the speed limit was 55, if you did 55, people would get up behind you and just honk their horns at you.
Yeah.
So
Try driving the Autobahn in Germany.
Yeah.
USA Drone Fly, Captain Joe America. Good morning, my friend. I've never been on the Autobahn, but I've heard tales about it.
I've been on there where you're driving down, you pull out to pass somebody, and I'm doing 100 miles an hour, and I see behind me these lights flash and headlights. I pull over, and it's a Mercedes and a Porsche and something else, and they come by me like I'm sitting still, and I'm doing 100 miles an hour, and they're flying down the road.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, they don't drive that bad here, but it's pretty bad. But on that trip up to my daughter's and back on that 350 horsepower engine I got on my pickup, I got 20.2 miles to a gallon.
Wow.
That's funny.
But because what it does, if you're going straight and level, not accelerating, it'll switch from 8-cylinder mode to 4-cylinder mode.
Oh, nice.
And you can watch the mileage instantly go from about 18 miles to a gallon up to 29 when it does that.
Wow.
Warren, good morning.
But if you accelerate or something like that, it'll instantly switch back to 8-cylinder mode. The only way you know, my old truck used to tell you, but the only way you know on this one is you feel a little low frequency vibration when it's running on 4-cylinder.
Warren, I dropped the ball. I apologize.
So you're the culprit.
Yeah, I am.
It's all your fault.
It is.
Barkley, good morning.
Good morning, Barkley.
Morning.
Hey, Dennis, on 285, don't they have different speed limits for different lanes?
One would think, but no. Not
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I mean, because I'm doing about 75 on the inside lane, and they're each row is passing me doing different speeds, and each one of them are just like one of them's doing 85.
I've discovered something that, having lived in Florida for a few years, it's more prevalent in Florida than it is anywhere else. But if you drive in the right-hand lane, that is almost wide open. And as you progress to the left, the people are driving slower and slower, right?
That's
so
weird.
If you're in the passing lane, those people are driving about 45 miles an hour.
Yeah.
in a
We have
70-mile-an-hour zone.
we have some roads here in Texas that are marked left lane for passing only.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be, right?
it's
Yeah,
supposed to be. That's what
But
it should be that way.
we also have several roads that have an 85-mile-an-hour speed limit on it here.
I know
which is
that's
kind of
true. I've
nice.
seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. They're not many.
And Lady
but
Texas
they're-
is just outside of an 85-mile-an-hour speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hot Rod says this Corvette does 80 miles per hour at 2K RPM, just above idle.
He's in
Yeah.
6 speed. Or 6th gear. I've had a friend, Jeff Smart, who had a Corvette, and when he said when he drop it into 6th gear at that time it was like 65 miles an hour. I think he said it would drop to 1,500 RPMs.
Yeah, my truck has a 6-speed transmission in it, and it does pretty well on RPM when you're in the highest speed.
My truck's got a 10-speed in it, and once you hit that 10th, that's it. I mean, it levels out, and I like it because when you're towing something, it automatically adjusts for hills and stuff on your cruise control.
Yeah.
It keeps you right at the right speed.
You got an F-150?
Yeah,
Yep. You put it in tow haul.
yeah.
Barkley
Got me 55.
Ran after my own heart. What engine do you have, Barkley? I need one.
Big driveway.
That's one of those 2-mile driveways, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh man. Hey, Ronnie, is that video's out there if you want them? I sent it to you in Messenger. The link to it.
Hello.
A lot of good football games on today.
Yes, sir. There is. We're going to go watch the Alabama and Auburn game over at friend's house. Although ticket sales for that, they say, have plummeted since Alabama's not doing that good, and Auburn's not either.
Does this have music to it?
I watched that entire game
No.
last night. That game last night was awesome with 8 overtimes.
Yeah, I know. I went to bed.
I didn't get to sleep till 12:30 because of it. I stayed up watching it with a friend of mine.
After they passed the third overtime, I said, "Okay, I'm going to bed."
So give us a background of this.
Thanksgiving, we headed down to Troy, Alabama, to Turkey with, and we went to an Airbnb that's a warehouse, and I said, I don't know about y'all, but I see something I want to go fly. So
Which drone is that?
the Mini 4 Pro. There's
It
the
does
birds.
sound
They
good.
just came
I
out.
saw those birds.
They just came off, and here they, come around and around and around. And,
Well, I bet they were trying to learn how to fly.
oh yeah, oh yeah. And then I said, okay, let me capture a little bit of the. Oh, there's the birds again.
Whoa!
That's awesome.
That would be a little bit unnerving.
And
That
here's
would
some
be,
more. And let me go over here. And okay, they're going. Nope, they're not going to roost. They're going to come back at me.
I can't tell what they are. You know what they are? What
Pigeons.
Oh, they're pigeons.
Good morning, Dan. Dan's in the chat too.
Hey, Dan.
Morning, Dan.
Hey, Dan. Yeah, that's unusual for pigeons to be aggressive. Well, I don't know if they were aggressive or just.
Just dumb.
I don't know the word.
That's a cool looking little city right there. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is just the raw footage. And then I
I
saw
like the church.
do what?
I like the steeples on that church. They're really
Me too. That's what caught my eye. I was like, okay, I see a church, I see a water tower. They're close together. Hey, let me go fly it. And come around, and I said, okay, no birds, good. All right, we're good. There's one.
Oh, there they are. Oh.
Run away, run away.
Yeah, tell me about it.
That's true, Barkley.
Curious pigeons. I don't know about pigeons. And that's where we're staying. Yeah. But that's where we're staying. We're staying in an old warehouse.
Oh, wow.
All right, that was it.
Cool. Good video.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome.
It
That's
was-
cool.
I said, okay. Yeah. It was okay the first time they came around me. I said, okay, that was cool. And then when they started coming around me more, I was like, okay, I need to be moving and taking some video.
I'll be right back.
Pretty interesting. They kept hanging around.
Yeah. Yeah, because I thought they were just flying away. As soon as they came off the water tower, I said, okay, they're flying away. That was a cool shot. No, they were following me everywhere I went.
Carolina Air Shots. Good morning.
No, I don't know if they had a remote ID or not. Yeah.
Did you ever watch College Game Day? Did you watch the one that 2 weeks ago where the kid kicked the field goal and actually made it?
Yeah. How much
That
did
was-
win?
Well, the whole thing was 800,000. 400,000 went to charity, and then 400,000 went to him and that girl, because they randomly picked a girl in the crowd to kick the field goal, and she asked if she could have somebody else do it, and it was a complete stranger that was next to her. So she basically put all her faith in him, and then he made the kick. So they split $400,000.
Rigged.
Wow.
Rigged.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
This is an unexpected stranger. I've never met him before.
He's like, I can do it.
And then she's standing there going, go for it, Tim. I mean, whoever you are.
Right?
Oh my goodness. Hey Jeff, is if you probably noticed I made you a moderator, man. Which I find kind of strange because I already thought you were, but you are now. In any case.
Well, guys, I'm gonna.
Hey, look at the stickers on the back of that truck there. Oh, you can't see it. Never mind.
Oh, you talking about my truck?
Yeah. I still got the video playing, even though I don't have taken it off the screen.
Hey, Rodney, you got any smaller stickers?
Nope, but I am going to buy some.
Okay, when you do, send me some, please.
All right, as soon as I get some bought.
I'm gonna make my exit, Rodney. So hope you guys have a great day. I know it's early, but things to do.
All right. Well, you have a good one, Dennis.
Okay, you too.
Good to
Bye-bye.
see you, man. Yeah, I'm.
All right. Hey, Dan, give my regards to Jen. And have a great day, you guys. All right. So, let me. Oh, never mind. All right. So let's see here. That was the beep I heard. All right. There we are.
Holy crud.
Hey.
What's up, boys?
Holy moly, look at that truck.
Man, it's coming down, y'all.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Wow.
It's no Michigan, John Flynn. I'm sorry. He's like, that ain't snow. But
All that white lumpy rain.
it's it's there you go. It's accumulating. My daughter wiped all this off the windows about 10 minutes ago, and it's all coming back. So
Is it wet or just powdery? Because it looked like it came off there pretty easy.
yeah, it's pretty powdery. Yeah, and it's cold. Damn,
Well, yeah.
this Houston boy ain't used to this. Man,
Well, I'm hoping we get a little bit more than we got last year. It's nice to get out and play in it. At least.
yeah, my kids are pretty excited. They came out and played for a minute.
Aw.
Those who know, we live in Houston, so we hadn't seen snow down there in probably 5, 6, 7 years. And sorry, I'm a little hoarse. I was at a Chiefs game yesterday. Let's go. But yeah, they're out having fun, and they went back in. So thought I'd pop out for a minute.
Who won that game?
Chiefs got lucky again,
should've
man.
won that
We
game.
got lucky again. Golly, we should have lost. But we got lucky again.
Did you see Patrick's face at the end of the game? He was like, what just happened?
I didn't. I was one row from the concrete wall at the top of the stadium. So no, I didn't see his face.
One row from the top.
Watch Sports
One
Center.
row from the top. Yeah, one row. And yeah, me and my daughter, a couple friends, and a cousin. We all went. The 5 of us.
Taylor didn't invite you into her suite, huh?
Taylor did not invite us into her suite. Wait, there was a Taylor Swift sighting. Did see her with binoculars from across the stadium, so that was cool. Yeah, crazy game. It wasn't. It was 35 for the high. I had like 4 layers on my legs and 7 layers on my top, and two beanies and gloves. So like, really, it was okay. Like, it wasn't bad. We were fine. Toes were a little cold. That's about it. So yeah,
That's dedication right there.
yes, sir. Yeah.
If that had been me, I'd have put my leathers on from riding my motorcycle. I'd have been toasty.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my hood on. That's probably got a bunch of snow in it now. Oh yeah.
Right down the back.
Oh, that's chilly.
When did it start snowing, Joe?
I guess overnight. I woke up this morning about 6:30, and it was coming down, but not really accumulating much at all. So it probably had just started about 6.
Hey, on that hard drive, was it running when you dropped it, or?
No,
Okay.
no, I was unplugging it, and it just kind of slid off the table. I was trying to catch it with my hip and then my foot. And,
And
Trying to do the hacky sack thing.
I did. I tried to hacky it right back up to the table. It didn't work.
You said it's clicking.
Yeah, it's like it's trying to fire up. It's just like click, 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 click. You got like 4 terabytes of shit on there.
You know, years ago, they used to say put it in the refrigerator for overnight and then pull it back out. And I remember hearing this years ago, and I'm not sure, but I mean,
That doesn't make any sense, though.
it doesn't. That's why I'm like, okay, I remember hearing this so many years ago. If you got a clicking hard drive, just throw it in the refrigerator overnight and then take it back out and everything, and the coldness will make it, or something or another. But it does not make any sense, Mike.
That's weird. I'd never heard that.
So, is that where you going right now?
I am going upstairs.
If a
Up in the
head
loft.
crashes on, when I was in the Navy, we had these big disk drives. They were about 14-inch platters,
Yeah,
and they were multiple. There was like 5 platters to a stack.
it's probably only 5 megabytes too.
Actually, it was 32 megabytes.
Yeah,
Ooh,
And
Remember those days?
you're going somewhere now.
but anyway, if one of the heads crash, you can always tell. Because it's a screeching sound that will scare the daylights out of you.
Yeah, this one ain't screeching. It's just kind of clicking.
Hey,
Well,
Joe,
there may be help.
I Googled clicking sound for hard drives. It says it's often caused by physical damage like scratches on platters, misaligned read-write heads, a failure, actuator arm, or issues with the service area where critical data is stored, which can lead to data corruption or potential data loss if not addressed promptly. This clicking sound is often referred to as the click of death. Yeah.
No.
Good morning.
Joe
I
was
know
Well,
what you want to hear, Joe, but you need to be prepared.
oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I'm hoping I can recover.
Hey, you're a mechanical guy. Open that box up and look in there and see what's going on.
Yeah, I did take the case off and I took the drive out and I see there's like a T20. It looks like a T20 screw, maybe a T15, a little star bit. So
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing in there, but
Yeah.
I don't want to mess it up worse. I'm happy to just pay somebody to help me, get, pay for a service. Just help me save as much as possible onto a new hard drive or fix that one or whatever. It's just I got it from Best Buy. Is it Western Digital?
Yeah.
I wonder if Western Digital warranties it. But I
Let's
don't
see.
know.
I got it at the beginning of the summer last year in Tennessee. So it's a little over a year old.
But I wonder if they'll do it because of physical damage, though. That's the next thing.
Yeah. I have to look into it.
If you dropped it, there probably is not going to be covered under warranty if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but they're probably going to charge you to examine it anyway, to just, to recover the data.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like Rod said, if it's quite possible that the data is corrupted.
Yeah,
But
that may
hopefully, if it's only a mechanical failure and not an actual failure where the heads or the platters got scratched.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like Rod says, if those platters get scratched,
it's done.
It's done.
Yeah.
You would think that.
Well,
thing
I did what you
handled-
said, Philip, earlier. I kind of knocked it around on the other side. I didn't like drop it again, but I kind of like back in a cigarette.
And
The views expressed on this show does not reflect
I did what Philip said, and it's freaking trash.
So, and what Rod says here is correct, is too. If the hard drive was turned off, it's probably in park mode, in which case it's more than likely going to be mechanical, and because the heads, when it's in park, are not on top of the discs.
Okay. I'm not sure of how it all looks and how it's all manufactured together in there, but that makes sense because it was not plugged in. So
Yeah,
it was in park
if
mode,
that's
I
the
guess.
case, they can just pull that disc out and put it in a new one and get all your data back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'll just message you a
That's the
link.
worst feeling of the whole
Thanks,
thing.
Kenny.
Is you got all that stuff on there, and you're like, crap. How am I supposed to get all this? It's gone. Basically, that's what you're thinking. Everything I've been putting on there is gone.
I've got a
There's
network
a lot of
backup.
footage on there.
I've got a network backup, but to back up one of these 10 terabyte drives takes a day and a half.
Oh my gosh.
Warren.
Hmm.
Joe, it says don't open it and diagnose it yourself. You could damage more sensitive stuff inside it.
Okay. I will not.
Have a good one, brother.
In other words,
Later, Warren.
like
Later,
some
Warren.
people, they would touch the platters and go, I don't know. I think it's this right here.
With a screwdriver.
I think
It's spinning.
When I was in
spinning.
training, they taught us that the distance between the disc and the read write head is like less than the width of a hair.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's why if a head crashes, it's so catastrophic, because
There's just so little clearance. Yeah. Wow.
Not the place to use a BFH, I would assume then.
a what?
A BFH, big hammer.
No.
Big friggin' hammer.
If you want to, break it, yeah. Use a big
Yeah.
hammer.
No, I got a ton of footage on there. I'd like to save as much as possible.
You haven't tried to power it. Well, I guess you have if you knew it was clicking.
Yeah, a couple different times. And then I hit it like a pack of cigarettes and tried to knock some stuff around. No dice. No, it's doing the same thing. I imagine something's just out of line.
Yeah. If you can take it to a Best Buy or something, they might be able to help you.
Yeah, does Geek Squad do those refurbs?
I don't know.
I mean, not refurbs, excuse me, repairs.
Yeah,
I
don't know
think
if they do.
I think they can recover data.
Okay, yeah.
They can recover data. Now, whether or not they do repairs, they'll probably tell you you'd be better off just to buy a new one.
Yeah.
But to get your data, I'm pretty sure they can do that.
Well, I mean, I'd be like the
$129 right now.
how
How
much?
big is that one, Ken?
This is 2 terabyte, but it's 129.
Yeah, see, that's what I paid for my 5 terabyte, and that's why I went with hard drive. I mean, you just get a lot
Yeah.
more storage. I understand that it's mechanical and not. I know SSD is better, but when you're on a budget,
Oh,
like because I've got a 2 terabyte that I filled up, and I've got a 4 terabyte that's near full, and I've got this 5 terabyte that's near full. So I've got a ton of storage.
I'm gonna
Storage
have to
options.
cut out, guys. It's been enjoyable. Thank you for letting me
All
start.
right, Dane, you have a good one,
Dean.
brother.
Have a good day, buddy.
Have a good
Welcome
man.
back, man. Hope to see you again.
Well,
So when back in the 80s, when all this, the PCs were coming out, we oohed and awed at a hard drive that could do 20 megabits. And I remember, I think it was Bill Gates was saying now, most people aren't going to need more than 640K of memory, you know?
Yeah.
And look at us now.
Yeah. The more complex that the programming got,
Yeah.
the more storage you needed.
Mhm.
Watches have more storage than that now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A smartwatch could run the space shuttle, if, you know.
Yep. I saw a little clip of something like that where they were talking about computers, and it was the big room, and they're like, one day this is going to be able to fit on a desk on top of a desk. And everybody's like, oh, wow. Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
I remember messing around with a Macintosh for the first time, and man, it was a whole different world
Can you
compared to the Tandies.
imagine today's computer, the computer that was on the Apollo 11, the Apollo capsules that went to the moon and back, had less computing power than we do today. A whole lot less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They didn't have the technology to compute it back then, you know?
No, they were. I mean, half the computers were switches. The ENIAC was made up of switches. To program it, you had to go in and flip switches.
Wow.
Well, you remember the punch cards? Do you remember the punch card stuff?
Oh,
Yep.
punch cards. Yeah, my mom learned how to be a card punch person. I forget what they were called.
Oh, damn.
Key punch operator.
I just told all of y'all my age.
I don't remember the card punch. I just told you my age too.
I figured Joe would go, I don't know what you're talking about.
So, and Rod would probably know this. Here's some trivia about computers. You know how they say we got a bug in your program?
Yeah.
You know where that came from?
Was there an actual bug in something once?
Grace, what was her name? She was an admiral in the Navy, and I got to look her up. Grace Hooper. She was troubleshooting one day, and she found a problem. And there was a moth that had gotten caught between a couple of components and got electrocuted, which stopped the computer. So from that day forward, that's where the term bug and debug came from.
Wow.
So if you have a bug in your program, you debug it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how that came about.
Interesting. That's good bar trivia right there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cliff Clavin.
It was, Rod is right. It was a tube. It was an electronic, one of the air, the old tubes.
Busted by a moth. Wow.
Don't use big words with me, Barkley, like DOS.
Like DOS. That's funny.
Oh man! God! That sends shivers through my whole body to hear that word DOS. Oh,
DOS. Oh, that's something else too.
they
I remember hearing of DOS, but I didn't operate on DOS a whole lot.
Disk operating system.
I had a IBM all-in-one. The floppy drive had 8 megabytes and a 60 megabyte hard drive on it, and
Isn't that crazy? Oh my gosh.
And I even ran a bulletin board service at night. I was driving a limo at the time, so my name was Limo. I put Limo Man BBS, and I had people just call in, tie up the whole phone line all night long. they would call into it and play games and stuff like that. There was another guy, I can't remember his name now, but he had a BBS that he had 6 phone lines coming into his house. And he had 5 different computers, because one of them was just regular landline.
Wow.
But he was major in Birmingham. And one day I was changing some light bulbs down at one of these credit unions. And I looked down at it and I seen his name, and I said, I know who you are. And he turns around and I said, you've got this BBS. And he says, yeah. And I said, well, I've got one too called Limo Man. He goes, you're Limo Man? Oh, man, I played your game the other night, and stuff like that. So me and him was talking. But it's funny how you just now technology is just whoosh. I mean, if I didn't learn these years ago, I wouldn't know what I know today of how to do certain things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Danny the View Chaser, you have a good day, brother.
It is, Danny.
See you, Dan.
I remember my earliest years. I remember a Commodore 64 down the basement I used to play on. And my dad had another one too. I don't remember. I had a couple games on it. I learned how to play blackjack at like 8 years old on one of my dad's old computers.
My first computer ever was a VIC-20, which was the Commodore's little brother.
That was back in the day of dial-up.
I think mine was an
Came out
Apple
with the
IIc.
VIC-20, and then they came out with the 64, and then after the 64, they had the Amiga. But I only had the 64. I didn't get my first PC until after I retired out of the Navy.
I think mine was an Apple IIc. Was my first computer.
And it was a 486. I thought I was hot stuff, man.
I had that Tandy I had. I bought these little light adapters for it and programmed the light adapters to come on and off at different times and stuff. It was great when we were on vacation, but it wasn't so great one night when the whole house went pitch dark. And I said, I need to set the time right on this.
Hey, Rodney, no. What was the innovation the Amiga had? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember that now. It was the first computer to have a graphics coprocessor.
Remember playing those games where you had to type what you wanted them to do, walk
Yeah.
through 10 steps.
Yeah.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Look
All
right.
right, I'm gonna say something really old. Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I remember
I
Leisure
played that
Suit Larry.
game.
I remember Leisure Suit Larry. Yeah.
Leisure Suit Larry.
Jerry Bauer had a TI-99.
What's the next oldest thing I'm gonna say? What was the screensaver? Where the guy was on the island. Oh God, Johnny Castaway. There was a screensaver called Johnny Castaway. Oh, y'all gotta check it out because it was ahead of its time. It would actually, like, if you had Christmas come up, it would have a banner on the palm tree that says Merry Christmas on it. And different times it would have different scenes, and it was a great screensaver.
I remember the screensaver that I always wanted to get was that one with the pipe that kept going all different directions, and it would fill up the screen and then shut off and then start all over again.
Yeah.
I was like, I want one of those things.
You remember trying to work in Windows 3.1?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then when Windows 95 came around, everybody went, "What's this?"
Yeah.
Wow.
My first experience with Microsoft Word was when it was Word 5.1, which was you ran it off of DOS.
Yep.
Yeah, my first one was a pen and a piece of paper.
John Sagi.
Charlie, my bear. Was
Yeah,
you had the abacus, huh?
you're right. It's Windows 3.1 was for networking. That's
Joe, you mentioned abacus. When I was stationed in Japan, I bought a calculator when LED calculators were just coming out. I think I spent like
LCD.
LCD, yeah, or no, not LCD, LED. They
Okay.
had LEDs.
Okay.
The display.
Red LED.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I know what you're talking about.
I bought this calculator. I paid like $50 for it, and my stepmother was Japanese, and I was stationed in Japan with my dad. So I was over at her house, and I was talking about this calculator. She goes, "I can use my abacus and do faster than that calculator." And I said, "Okay, let's try it out." She goes, "Okay." So she gave me a number. It was like 1,256 plus 120 or something, like some random number. And I'm like, and I'm typing this number in, and then she's like
1376.
and she threw the answer, and I'm like, okay. I mean, at that point when she told me what the answer was, I already knew I was still slow. But anyway, and then she was correct. That was the answer. But
Yeah,
I
that's
just
funny.
quit bragging about this calculator. So Charlie says his first computer was a Commodore Amiga,
There you go.
and it had a version of WordPerfect. That's cool.
WordPerfect. Wow, I haven't heard that one in a long time.
What was the name of that computer typewriter that came out that just had the little screen on it but would help you do papers and stuff? Smith something or another?
I
I can't remember the name of it.
Me neither.
It's beyond my
that's
time.
It wasn't the Smith and Corona.
It may have been. It was gray, and it just had like a little mini computer screen at the top there, and you could sit there. And I used to have to type my papers in elementary school or high school trying to do that.
I was in back in high school. I was in the library program and the space shuttle on the Apple, and I was on my like 1,000 lines of code, and I was on my 998 code, and that by the time the power went,
Oh no!
Damn.
I'll never get to see this space shuttle fly.
do any of you guys remember Timex Sinclair?
Mm-hmm.
I know the Timex watch.
Timex Sinclair 1000.
Yep. Yep.
I'll show you a picture of it.
Yeah, I had a Timex watch, but I don't remember the computer.
Now only if they make a drum.
That's
Oh,
what
look
it
at
was.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
that.
Crazy, man.
That
The way
is.
times have changed. It's just insane. A friend of mine that I was going through DSA school, yeah, we was living in the barracks because my family was down in San Diego, but he was single. But he had a trash 80, a TRS 80. You remember those?
Mm-hmm.
Still no.
Hey, whippersnappers.
Yeah,
I know, right? Sorry.
Joe's our young one in the group.
I'm the baby.
And he just had a birthday too.
I know, yeah.
You can never
I don't
catch up to us, Joe. Never. Never.
I'm just 23 again.
Yeah.
This was made by Radio Shack.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
And
Wow.
we played Star Trek on it.
That's awesome. Guys, I hear my mom getting up. I'm going to help her make some coffee and get some stuff done around the house here. Go see some family in a little bit. Got a surprise 52nd wedding anniversary to go to this afternoon.
Wow.
Oh
That's
wow.
gonna be fun.
So down at the my aunt and uncle that own a restaurant downtown Kansas City for the last I think it's about as old as me. I think it's 45 years old, 44 years old. So yeah, that'll be fun. Looking forward to that.
Well, Joe, you just let it out of the bag. She's standing right beside and behind you.
All right.
There she is. That's my daughter Gianna.
Okay.
Yeah, I was out there. I was out there in the snow talking to them. Yeah, they're like, "Whoa, look at that."
Did you enjoy that game yesterday?
She didn't go. My older daughter went.
Oh, your older daughter went.
Yeah, my older daughter. Yeah, but
That's
she had a
right.
good time. She was hanging out with family and watching the game and playing with new cousins that she hasn't met. You know, a little
Wow.
3-year-old girl and a bunch of kids, and we're having a great time. I head home tomorrow morning though.
That's awesome.
Well, if
the snow lets up.
if that's
No, we're gonna get the hell out, Mike. We'll probably stop in Dallas and get a hotel and then finish off to Houston.
So I wanted to ask you, where did you stay when you stopped in Tulsa?
Best Western, right off of 44,
Okay.
south side of town.
On the what?
On the south side of town.
South, yeah.
Yeah, we stopped at the Best Western there.
My mom lived there. You remember crossing over a street called Peoria?
Yeah,
That was our cruising street back in the day.
really.
The 60s and 70s when I
Uh-huh.
was a teenager. That's where we'd go to cruise.
Cool.
It was called Brookside. And my mom lived pretty close to there before she passed away. So
Yeah.
So you're in my
Very
old
cool.
stomping grounds.
Yeah, I sure was. Yeah. Very cool. Well, you guys have an awesome day. Appreciate
All
the
right,
link.
Joe.
Good
Joe,
chatting
have a
with you
great
guys.
time, man.
Yeah,
Drive
we're
safe
gonna go.
travel.
Oh, we definitely will. We definitely will.
All right.
See you, buddy.
See y'all.
Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Get on with my honeydews.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you,
Well,
Rodney.
Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, you guys are always welcome. It's always
Appreciate
fun
that.
when there's more people.
Got a big show on Monday. I got Ken Herron. So far, he says he's going to be on my show.
Oh
So-
wow! I'll try.
Awesome.
I'll try and sit in.
What time your time is that?
6 Central
6 Central? Okay. On Monday.
on Monday.
Yeah. So it'll be 7 Eastern,
I'm going to go and
5
Yeah, but-
your time, right, Mike?
what's that?
Mike, Mike, I already got the link out there on YouTube.
Okay. I'll find it. I'll go to your site. I'll go to your page and get it. That'll work.
Yeah, so far he says I've already asked him twice in the past 2 weeks, and he says yeah. And for some strange reason, though, he hadn't sent me the signed contract yet.
The signed contract. Well, then you know he's not going to be there if he hasn't sent you back.
I'm like, okay, everybody's gonna think this is clickbait.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious. It's
Yeah, it's obvious. Next week I'm having Ken Dono on. No, just kidding. Anyway,
Ken's
right.
watching in the background going, wet. I didn't know anything about
I
that.
didn't know.
I didn't agree to that.
All right, guys.
All
All
right.
right, man. See you
Have a
guys.
good one,
See you.
guys.
Have a good day.
We'll see
Bye-bye.
y'all.
All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. Do appreciate it. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, we're going to start it off with drone psyche. Charlie, do me a favor. Send me the link to your stream when you get up or when you start, and I'll pop in. Yeah, but then after Charlie, it will be Dennis Lovelady. Following Dennis Lovelady, of course, will be Chris Hope. And after Chris Hope will be Johnny Droneflyer with Drones and Coffee. Folks, have a great day. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to say a prayer for our country. Say a prayer for our men and women in the military, overseas, and pray for our first responders. Have a great day, everybody. Love y'all. Bye now.